Now that we have done the open and short adjustments, so we'll set the parameters. So I'll just keep it simple. Parameters. Okay. There is a parameter for RDC measurement. In RDC, uh, the signal is also is set for DC and 1 volts constant current, constant voltage. So when doing a DC measurement, you can see there is a VDC and IDC, reference voltage and reference current. VAC and IAC is for the AC signal current and voltage at that point of measurement. If there is any error while measurement, you will get an error signal here. So that means the set voltage or the set current has to be readjusted. Say, and again come back to the set. So here we have put it in voltage. Some parameters, say for some capacitors, we may have to give it a constant voltage source or a constant current in case of an inductor source. So that depends on the measurement sample. So that has to be decided by the end user. So now I will put RDC off. Okay. There is a direct measurement for sigma and epsilon. In case you want to measure the sigma of a particular dielectric, then you will have to enter the length and area of the pellet or the sample. Area in the sense the area of the pellet, and the length in the sense the cross section of the pellet. So this is pretty basic, and measurement speed. There are 4 speeds available for measurement. This is slow to slow one. You will see the difference in the measurement update rate fast. So the slowest will give a more delayed value and a stable measurement. Fast measurement will be the fastest time which can measure, which IM3536 measure is around 1 millisecond. It is that fast we can measure and it can give a measurement. So it depends on the end user again what interval he needs to take the values. You can set a delay time as well. Say you can set a particular sample delay to check or to stabilize your sample in case you need to do so. You can give a delay or you can give averaging of values. These are all settings to get reliable or repeatable values. Next, limit. In certain cases, when you want to switch, limit the current flowing through your sample, you can have a limiting current on. That this is actually for example 100 milliamps is the limiting. I would put it to 50 milliamps. So if I set this on, if the current source is or the load is drawing more than 50 milliampere, the limit will be on and there will be error in the measurement. That is just to minimize the damage for the sample. Okay. Precautions to be taken during measurement is the test leads what you are going to connect is suitable or limited to 5 volts only. When you are going to measure any capacitor or any other sources which is more than 5 volts, then you need a biasing voltage or any other circuit to limit the testing lead voltage to 5 volts. It's very important. These terminals you are not supposed to connect any voltage beyond 5 volts. And the instrument is capable of delivering 5 volts only, otherwise. There is one more parameter. Low impedance on off. Low impedance, when you switch on low impedance, low Z on, this will give higher stability at lower impedance samples. Say samples are near 1 milliohm or 5 milliohm range, you will get higher stability. And if your impedance value is more, keep this off. RDC. So as I said, its frequency is DC. Voltage set is 1 volt only. So you can DC adjust also if required. You can set a delay time as well for balancing. Next is adjust time. Set and so there are basic the advanced features include judgment, hazard, reject. These are all parameters which are suitable for interfacing or through automation. There is a parameter, this is where you will have to enter the length and area of sigma and epsilon. So this parameters has to be say 20 mm, I will change it to 30 mm, 15 mm square. So CS and CP values will have to suit how you want to measure. So these are all basic settings. There is one function that is an internal memory function. When in particular conditions, when you want to do a very fast measurement and saving the data, you can use the internal memory function. So here, the memory can be stored internally, and the data can be saved through a pen drive. So I connect a pen drive. So the settings for pen drive storage is, you will have to go to system, USB, file. Where do you want to, you will have to set up how to save. I want only text here, and I save it to choose the folder. Set. So the manual data will be stored to save wherever you have asked or set up the memory location. Next. So you will set. On. I have stored about 1000 values. I will make it to 200 values. So you can see the data is getting updated on for every display update. So this is the internal memory update. This is for slow measurement speed. I will make this measurement fast, or the sampling as fast. Advanced memory 200 data. So already 200 data is taken. you'll just have to save. So you can see this is where it is storing the data. So we can give repeated storages. So you can increase the number of data to store. It keep updating. So each memory is just have to save, and it's again started. This method of retrieving data is only for very fast measurement, or if you want data in a pen. The same retrieval of data or sweeping data can be done through a laptop or interfacing software that will show you data. So, and as of now, I'll switch it off. So there is a reset function. This reset function in advance is used once you have done some settings and you want to make it to factory reset. You will just have to reset this. So all settings can be factory reset. No, I am not going to do it because once you reset again you will have to do the open and short measurement. So we are done with basic settings, RDC, advanced measurement. So next parameter, we can have a full screen display as well. So under saving, we can have a we can have a text save or a screenshot save also. Since screenshot can be color screenshot or mono screenshot as well. So that depends on what you want to save. As of now, we are only saving the text save. Next is system again. So this is for interfacing. This is about the instrument. So clock settings. So next is file. So available file in the pen drive is being displayed, which can be retrieved later through a laptop and can be used for the reference. So what else? I'll just show you the back panel of the instrument. So this is the USB port through which we will be able to interfacing the instrument with the laptop, or you can use a RS-232C port as well. Or you can also use a LAN port, whichever is convenient for the